there's a famous Tom Peters quote, is that all great inventions almost always usually come from the wrong person at the wrong time in the wrong division with the wrong budget. Post-it pads came from a guy who was playing with a failed adhesive, right? And he wanted to mark the hymnals of his church as they were singing. That's how post-it pads was invented. And it's Hayek's argument that central planning doesn't work for exactly the reason we're talking about. You can't conceive where the ideas are coming from. And so we try to, I think wisdom is to prepare yourself for them and be humble enough to recognize when you miss or when you hit them, to be gracious about, I'm at a fortunate spot at a fortunate time with really bright people. That's it.
And you have to surround yourself with those bright people, and you have to be willing to accept the fact that, hey, you know what, they're going to help me get better, and they're going to help everybody get better.
Well, and bright people in itself is a different paradigm. I mean, Google almost failed because they had an axiom of wanting to hire the top 1% brightest programmers and people, and it was a miserable failure for them. And so then they woke up and said, it's really a lot more about people who can also work together, who can collaborate, and getting a whole team that has all the skill sets in it. It's a well-documented thing. And, so you try to, we have probably more PhDs per capita than is probably any company in the city. But that doesn't mean that the guy or gal without the college degree isn't going to be, the key inventor on an issue, because that's the case. I marvel. Again, some of the smartest things come from the most unlikely sources. So how do you build a team? And we were arguing the other day, as you do once a year, about what's your visions and values. And one of a relatively new guy we have, who by the way has a PhD in particle physics from Duke, he was arguing the power of our culture is exactly what I just said, it's not that we're just a group of smart people, but we're a group of people that are highly collaborative and know how to work together. And again, we fight and argue.
Well, that's how you make progress.
I think so, but not all cultures are that way. And again, as I say this, I don't want to sound egotistical, like I'm the king of this culture. Cultures are things. I've learned the hard way. If you don't meticulously manage them, when I say manage, I mean, just be attentive to them, I guess, you'll fail. I thought I was, Midas after a couple of these startups. And I had one where I didn't pay attention to the culture, and it was an awful culture. And so as I get older, I pay attention to, how lucky I was at so young in life, and to pay attention to the culture.
That's perfect.
Starting your route to retirement.